Well, Shannon, that's all correct. You know, it's a really difficult morning for the community here of Douglas County and really the people of Colorado. One of the big takeaways here from this morning's news conference was just how difficult it was for the district attorney, for the sheriff, for even the governor to speak about things like this, because at the end of the day, they really do have a lot of ties, not only, of course, to the community, but because they do have young children, because they do know a lot of people in this community. And even the district attorney was telling us he himself lives here in Douglas County. Soon, the sound of bulldozers will replace the serenity that can be heard here on the Santa Fe Regional Trail.
Where we're standing right now is going to become the food court, the plaza, and where the indoor jump arena is going to be. On the knoll just to the east of us is where the visitor center itself is going to be. And then across the street is where the office complex is going to be.
By a 5-3 vote, the Colorado Springs City Council gave the green light on the Air Force Academy Visitors Center by determining the land could be considered an urban renewal area, otherwise known as blighted. That means $16 million worth of tax breaks over 25 years. But this area does not fit the normal bill for what would be considered blighted.
It's meant for economic development for areas that really are disadvantaged. It just wouldn't have happened without this extra tool. And it's legal. It's what's been done around the state. Rural areas have the same problem as urban areas. And so we used it, and we are going to try not to use it again very frequently.
But to qualify to be declared a URA, urban renewal area, you have to meet certain conditions.
Those conditions include having one owner, rundown buildings, torn up streets, faulty street layouts.
Yeah, it's faulty street layout because there are no streets here. But there is a 12th condition that is independent of the other 11, and it's got to be a menace to the health, public safety, welfare, or morals of the community. And that's where I got stuck, is just saying that since this area meets one of the blight conditions, it is therefore a menace. I don't make that connection.
Regardless of the controversy, the vote is passed, and soon this area will be another new face for Colorado Springs. Good morning, Colorado, 8 a.m. on this Sunday, July 14th. I'm Danny Freed. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We do want to get you right to breaking news this morning. We have just learned that a Fort Carson soldier was killed yesterday while serving in Afghanistan. Sergeant Major James G. Ryan Sarter, a Green Beret, was killed while in combat. No other details have been released so far. We are working to get that information for you. Now, he was part of the 10th Special Forces Group. His posthumous awards include the Purple Heart Medal and the Bronze Star Medal. Well, we are just hours away from impending immigration raids happening across the country, including right here in Colorado. It started a fear through Hispanic communities who are worried ICE agents might come for them. KRDO News Channel 13's Crystal Story is breaking down what we know about these raids so far. Back here in Colorado Springs, one person is dead after crashing their motorcycle on Rangewood Drive on Friday night. That happened a little north of Briargate Boulevard. An initial investigation shows that the driver was part of a group and lost control, hitting the right-hand curb, ejecting themselves from the bike. The driver has not yet been identified, but police do say they were wearing a helmet and speed does not appear to be a factor. This is the 23rd traffic fatality this year. And another person was taken to the hospital after being hit by a car near North Carefree and Academy on Friday. Witnesses say the driver who fled the scene was driving a dark-colored mid-sized Ford sedan. The car may be an older model. It was headed southbound on Academy. Now, these both are developing stories, so make sure to stay with KRDO for more information. Good morning, Colorado. It's 4:30 on your Thursday, May 23rd. I'm Danny Freed.
And I'm Shannon Prettias. Glad you could be starting off your morning with us. Let's take you out live, give you this view in Monument. Looks like there's a sheen on the pavement there.
That's coming up. Danny
Okay. Katie, thank you so much. We begin today in Fountain, where a standoff has ended between cops and a man wanted for a crime.
Yeah, the standoff began around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon at a mobile home on Windsor Lane. That's, of course, near Crest and Santa Fe. This here being that map for you. Multiple agencies quickly descended on the scene. Now, you may recall there was another cheating scandal back in 2017. 13 freshmen were investigated for sharing answers on a test of basic military knowledge. Yeah, Bryn, that's right. And like you said, completely devastating. Now, just as you, our loyal viewers, are waking up this morning at home in your own beds, so is the Sarter family here in Falcon. Only this morning it is, of course, without a missing piece. Now, that is why the Falcon community tonight is going to be huddled here at Jack's Brewery and Tap Room. That is where tonight they're going to come and show their support for the Sarter family, who did lose Sergeant Major Sarter just a few days ago. Now, this comes too after several days, actually, of memorials honoring the hero who lived here in Falcon with his family before being deployed. Yesterday, the Falcon community placed hundreds of flags along the streets of Falcon. Volunteers saying they just hope the flags send a message to the family, one that says they aren't alone.
I hope that the family feels proud of their community, and to know that their dad, their husband, brother, son is not forgotten.
And like we said, too, tonight is the night that the community will honor him here in Falcon. Now, if you would like to attend, tonight's vigil will begin at 7:30. Now, do keep in mind the entire family is expected to be here. That is including Sergeant Major Sarter's wife. If you do, like I said, want to attend, that is here at 7:30 tonight. And we're going to be here, too, of course, covering the entire event. And, of course, our hearts do go out to the Sarter family. For now, we are live in Falcon. Danny Freed, KRDO News Channel 13. Yeah, of course, it's got to be a difficult moment for the Sarter family, especially after they arrived back home here in Falcon just yesterday, just last night. Now, like you said, Bryn, this is taking place right here in front of Jack's Brewery. Here's what it looks like, just in case you do need a reminder. Now, more specifically, too, this is taking place in front of a community tree here in Falcon. Now, we do want to show you here. It's right here behind us in this little area in front of Jack's. And as you can see, too, the flags here at half-staff today in honor of the Sarter family and Sergeant Major Sarter, who did just die in Afghanistan just a couple days ago on Saturday. This area here expected to be filled up in just a few hours. Now, why here? Why this location? Well, before being deployed, Sergeant Major Sarter lived here in Falcon with his family. The Falcon community is expected to, of course, truly come together to honor not only their fallen hero, but a member of this community, as they have really all week. Now, he was assigned to the 10th Special Forces Group and was a Green Beret, awarded the Purple Heart Medal and Bronze Star Medal. Like I said, too, he died in combat on Saturday. Last night, his family returning with a police escort after receiving his remains earlier in the week. And now, like we said, tonight, that is going to be taking place here in front of Jack's at this area, in front of this tree here. Do keep in mind it does happen at 7:30, so if you do want to come down, you are more than welcome to do so. And like I mentioned, too, this is one of multiple events that have been happening all week to honor Sergeant Major Sarter. Coming up, we'll show you more about what the Falcon community has done to make sure his family feels very warm and welcome when they come back home here last night. For now, we are live in Falcon. Danny Freed, KRDO News Channel 13.